For decades, the World Cup operated within a fixed perimeter, a closed system of 32 teams, designed for a smaller era of the global game. This legacy was built by figures like Johan Cruyff, competing in a tournament that was as exclusive as it was prestigious. Under that old 32-team model, the math was simple but restrictive. Half the tournament slots were often occupied by a small group of perennial favorites, leaving very little room for the rest of the world to participate. Over the last 20 years, football talent has professionalized rapidly across the developing world, creating a surge in high-level competition that the 32-team format could no longer contain. This imbalance created a regular cycle, where elite squads from entire regions, like West Africa or South America, were blocked from the global stage, simply because the tournament structure lacked the capacity. To reflect the actual distribution of talent across the planet, the competition had to dismantle its own historical limitations and expand its physical dimensions. In 2026, the numeric scale of the tournament will shift. The roster is expanding to 48 national teams, representing the largest single tournament field in the history of the sport. For established titans like Lionel Messi, this expansion means navigating a much larger pool of opponents, with more variables and more potential for early upsets. Younger stars like Kylian Mbappe will play in a tournament where the sheer volume of competition is twice what it was for previous generations. Adding 16 teams introduces an entirely new competitive layer, the round of 32. This change means that to lift the trophy, a team must now survive a longer knockout stage than any previous world champion. The 2026 footprint covers 3 host nations, operating as a unified block that spans nearly 5,000 kilometers from coast to coast. To accommodate 104 matches, the tournament will be distributed across 16 cities, each functioning as a semi-independent hub for teams and supporters. The first of these matches kicks off on June 11, 2026, at the Estadio Ciudad de Mexico, marking the beginning of the expanded schedule. From Mexico City, the group stages disperse across the continent, utilizing venues like SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles to handle the increased volume of attendees. The entire process culminates on July 19th in New York, New Jersey, where the final match will take place after 5 weeks of continuous play. Supporting this volume requires the simultaneous coordination of flights, stadium turnarounds, and broadcasting feeds for 3 distinct time zones. Managing 104 nations across a continent requires a higher volume of coordinated travel and security infrastructure than any previous iteration of the tournament. While the physical matches take place on the grass, the 2026 tournament is built on a foundation of digital data. This chart shows the Aramco Power Rankings, a system analyzing individual player performance on exact metrics like speed and pass accuracy. By tracking these numbers across every match, the system objectively measures a player's impact throughout the entire tournament. This digital layer extends to the fans through the FIFA Collect marketplace, using a right-to-ticket system to manage access and verify digital ownership. Collectibles have also shifted to the Panini app, where fans can track and trade digital versions of 528 distinct players from the expanded roster. Every play on the field is now mirrored by a tracking network, creating a constant feed of statistics fans can interact with in real time. Despite the volume of data being tracked, the psychological weight on the players remains unchanged. Every error is still scrutinized by a global audience. The 48-team bracket creates a longer path to the title. Winning the final now requires surviving an extra knockout match, increasing the physical toll on the athletes. Logistics and analytics have scaled up, but the prize at the center is the same gold trophy players have chased for generations. This expansion tests the human spirit of the athletes by forcing them to maintain peak performance across a longer, more grueling schedule. When the final match concludes, the analytics fade and are replaced by a singular moment of collective release. These 104 matches provide a shared experience for billions of viewers, bridging geographic and cultural distances through the game. By including 16 more nations, the tournament creates a platform where more distinct cultures can participate in that shared history simultaneously. The continental scale and digital infrastructure are simply tools to amplify the raw emotion that has always been the center of the World Cup. Which of the 48 nations do you think will adapt best to this new scale? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more on the road to 2026.